Craig, Warrack here, and welcome back to day 4 of my Secret Santa project for 2014. And as you know, I'm making Shredder from the Turtles. Today I'm going to be working on preparing my figure for painting and sculpting. So what I'll be working on is limiting joint rub. I'm going to be trying to do that in a bit of a different way today, so let's get to it. Okay, so here I am in the kitchen, and what I'm trying to do is minimise the joint rub on a figure, and I'm doing it in a different way this time. I would normally try and sand down the joints to make sure that the paint I apply doesn't rub off the plastic. What I'm going to be doing this time is, it's a new thing for me, first time to try it, don't know if it's going to work, here's hoping. I'm going to try and change the colour of the plastic on the joints so that when it rubs together the paint won't come off, because there's no paint on the joint anyway, it's the colour it's supposed to be. So as this is my first time, I just went online and I googled dyeing action figures, and I found some guides on how to do this. A lot of them recommended this stuff. It's called Ripped dye, and it's not, well, it is a fabric dye, but it's an all-purpose dye as well, and that's really important. Fabric dyes apparently aren't strong enough to dye plastic. So this stuff, Ripped dye, is apparently recommended. Well, I don't know if I can recommend it yet. We shall see. I've got my rubber gloves on, I've got my pot on the stove, and will I show you what I'm cooking? Let me come over. I have my base action figure with a wire tied around him, and I'm dipping him in the simmering, is that what we'll call it? The simmering dye. I emptied the whole packet of dye into enough water just to cover the figure, and I'm just letting him stew away down there. So we'll see what happens there. Well, that's him out of the dye, and I have to say, out of 10 in the success scale, that's probably a 1. It has changed slightly the colour of his, the softer plastics have taken some of the dye, but the harder plastics, which are the ones I actually wanted to dye, the joints, have not taken the dye at all. So I don't know if I did something wrong. I probably did. Other people seem to have success with it. On the positive side, on the success scale of dye in my hands, oh, I'd give it about a 4 out of 10. That's not bad, is it? That's just me. You know, I had the gloves on and then I got frustrated, took them off and made a mess. Anyway, beyond that, not really working, there's another disaster happened in that where he was in the water, I guess I had it too hot, so the plastic is now warped and I can't reassemble him. So, yeah, I can't even get his arm to fit in. See, it's... So I guess we get a new one, reduced to $11.99, but still, it's kind of a hit to take. Oh well, these things happen. I can still keep the, you know, I only really need the torso of the new guy, so I'll replace that and it should all be back to where I was. God damn it, waste of time. Anyway, try to remain positive. Fuck it. Just in case I do get asked about this, how do I crack a torso? That's me basically done it. What I did was remove the head, expose the hole, and then push in something flat and rigid down into the cracks and pry it open bit by bit until eventually it pulls apart. Sometimes you'll break off some of these pegs. You'll see, I think there's one there that's snapped off. So where does that leave me? That puts me back to where I was at the end of the last video, I suppose. Oh, even further back, I guess. I need to replace the neck with Drax's neck, but that was a huge failure anyway, so oh goodness me, I hope you enjoy seeing me fail. It's all part of the process. Okie doke, so yeah, we're back with this. He's all back together again. I started dremeling around his areas where the joint rub would take place. Hopefully that'll stop that. If you want to see how to prevent joint rub, go back to my, must have been 2012 video diary where I made Dormammu, and check out how to limit joint rub there, because I'm using exactly the same techniques with my Dremel. There we are, learning experience, live and learn, or live and let die. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow when we get down to some sculpting on this guy, and I'll see you then. Bye.